Oh, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome on back to the channel. I hope that you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Hope that you're just in a good place. You're in a good mood wherever you are, however you are. Hope it's well. Let's go ahead and listen to some more Manic Street Preachers. You guys have said, JP, get on back to them. Give them a listen. Keep on listening. And here I am doing so. So we're gonna listen to this track here. If You Tolerate This, Your Children Will Be Next, which is a very interesting album, or not album title, but song title, which does leave me kind of interested in where this is going. This is off their album, This Is My Truth, Tell Me Yours, which was released in 1998. So, last time we listened to the Manic Street Preachers was my first time listening to the band with La Triste Dorera. I know I'm mispronouncing that. And it was completely fine. I wasn't really, honestly, too impressed. So, you guys had said, don't give up. Keep on listening, and I'm happy to do so. You don't usually give up on a band or so if it's not the first, you don't give up on a band if it's the first time you've heard one song from them. You keep on listening. You got to give it a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and pull up the track. We'll talk about it after. Let us go. Guitar, that phasing sound.
The future teaches you to be alone, the present to be afraid and cold. So if I can't shoot rabbits, then I can't shoot fascists.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Bullets fly our brain today.
This is already a step up.
And if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. We'll be next, we'll be next, we'll be next.
I like that a lot. That's a great, powerful chorus. Great lyrics too.
Gravity keeps my head down, or is it maybe shame at being so young and being so vain? Holes in your head today, but I'm a pacifist. I've walked La Ramblas, but not with real intent. And if you tolerate
This chorus.
then your children will be next. And if you tolerate this, then your children will be next.
That's good.
We'll be next, we'll be next, we'll be next. And on the street tonight, an old man plays with newspaper cuttings of his glory days. And if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. And if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. We'll be next, we'll be next, we'll be next.
I love that escalation in the chorus there. that guitar just buzzing climatically over everything right here. Yeah. Yeah. That's a much deeper impression. That's a great track. That soars. Where do we even begin? The message, you already knew, or should I say, I already knew from the title that there's going to be some interesting stuff in here. And powerful message in there, which we're going to dive into, of course. The music is great as well. I really enjoy his singing, especially in the chorus. You can really feel, or get a feel for how passionate he's singing this. You know, he's really feeling what's being written down. Now, I don't know the band. I don't know who wrote the lyrics. It could be the lead singer. It could not be the lead singer. But regardless, he's singing it and delivering the music in a way that we feel, we relate, and we're on the same wavelength of the emotions that he's putting out there. The organ or mellotron or strings, whatever comes in the chorus, just that nice, yes, I like that. And then how the chorus escalates, especially in the last part of the chorus, I think is really, really nice. Like, this is just an all-around great track. Nice guitar solo in there as well. The effect on the guitar that's being played throughout the verse, I don't know what that effect is because I'm not a guitarist. It's outside of my range. But whatever it is, sounds really, really nice. This is a really good track. And what I really like about this is that it doesn't just have its message, build up, give us that climax, and then we out of there. It allows us as the audience, as the listeners, to not only get that message through the lyrics and the music itself, but for that last, I don't know how long it went on, but maybe the last minute or so where that climax is just continuously going on, it allows us to really relish into it and really absorb it all and feel that wave of power and that wave of emotion and passion that's clearly we've been swimming in. I didn't know how I was going to end that sentence. Let's get into these lyrics. The future teaches you to be alone. The present to be afraid and cold. So if I can shoot rabbits, then I can shoot fastest. There's a little bit of an escalation. Bullets for your brain today, but we'll forget it all again, like we're doomed to repeat ourselves. Monuments put from pen to paper turns me into a gutless wonder. Let's keep going. And if you tolerate this, then your children will be next, which is repeated, of course, here. So if you tolerate the intolerance, that's kind of what I'm getting out of here. You know, and that's always one of those questions. Do you tolerate the intolerance? And that goes back and forth in certain ways. But I like how he proposes this argument. He says, if you tolerate this, well, your children will be next. Now, I take that in two ways. Your children will be next in the sense of they will be victims of this hatred, perhaps that hatred towards them, or they'll be victims of this in the sense that maybe they will learn that hatred and maybe they will take it upon themselves and be influenced by it. So it could go in two different ways. That's how I kind of read that chorus there. Gravity keeps my head down. Or is it maybe shame? I like how he immediately double tracks and double backs on his statement there, because with the message and everything, he says, gravity keeps my head down. That sounds like an excuse. You know, keeping your head down, ignoring what's going on around you. No, he says maybe it's shame. You know, he takes a little bit of a look into himself. Yeah, maybe I am ashamed of things. At being so young and being so vain. Holes in your head today, but I'm a pacifist. I've walked La Ramblas, but not with real intent. Now, while I don't understand that reference, I mean, I am still kind of getting that same, you know, he keeps his head down. Maybe it's shame. Maybe it's gravity. He doesn't want to rustle any feathers or anything. But at the same time, if you don't rustle any feathers, then nothing really changes. And on the street tonight, an old man plays with newspaper cuttings of his glory days. And if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Let's go ahead and look into the Wikipedia article, of which there is one for this particular track. It says that it is the first single from this album. It sold 156,000 copies in its first week and reached number 1 in the UK singles chart in '98. Let's see. The song's theme is inspired by the Spanish Civil War and the idealism of Welsh volunteers who joined the left-wing international brigades fighting for the Spanish Republic against Francisco Franco's military rebels. The song takes its name from a Republican propaganda poster of the time, written in English and displaying a photograph of a child killed by the nationalists under a sky filled with bomber aircraft with the song's titular warning written at the bottom. And it says a lot of real life events are, of course, providing inspiration for the lyrics here. It says it was originally not supposed to be included in this album, but it was recorded as a separate session. And somehow it snuck its way on. Somehow it snuck its way onto this album, but I think that is fantastic. That was really, really good. That was a good track. I enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you stopping by, and hope you come back tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds good. Bye, guys.